What's up, Deal Sauce community? Justin Tuminowski coming at you with another one. All right. So, by popular request, people are like, Justin, what are some of the best lists that I could pull? What can I do right now in this economy, this market, as of September 2025? What can I do? What type of list would I pull? Well, I just bought 3 houses off this list that I'm going to show you right now from a bird dog that sent me a deal in New Hampshire. So he just had a seller raise his hand off the same list, not even the same list. I'm going to tell you, it was a fraction of the same list. But I'm going to layer it on like a beautiful cake for you guys right now. And I'm going to give you some 1 to 2 powerful filters, strategies, a list stack that you can go and deploy in your own market and or markets and be super successful, but you got to take the action. So thank you for watching Deal Sauce. Guys, I appreciate you being here. If you don't have Deal Sauce, you have to go over to saucemydeals.com, saucemydeals.com. Get you 2 free weeks. Everything I show you is going to be included inside that basic subscription. There's nothing else you need. You can do as many deals as you want, of course, inside of Deal Sauce, but you don't have to do anything, spend any extra money, and you can get your first deals under a basic subscription. It's that simple. We give you all the ingredients, all the recipes, and I'm going to show you right now. We're going to go into the filters that we're going to use, but I'm also going to show you where we put our cheat sheets, the things from all the years of investing and the partners and the people that I'm doing deals with and other collaborators. We're just creating these like fun documents and we're giving them to you guys for nothing. So whether you're part of a community, whether you have 2 nickels to rub together, I want you successful. Pace Morby, Jamil Damji, the creators of Deal Sauce, we all want you guys successful, whether you're in a community or not. So we're going to still give you those nuggets to come in here, take the action. It's the recipe, take it and be successful. So let's go into it. So right away, what we're going to go into today is MLS data, right? MLS market, something that I actually just made a cheat sheet for. So I'm going to show you where the cheat sheet is. Inside of Deal Sauce, you come down here, it's going to be in the file section. So in the launch pad, come down to files, and I'm always putting PDFs and little cheat sheets in here. And then what we're going to go through right here is called MLS cheat sheet. I'm going to show you guys a really awesome filter that's going to have expired listings, withdrawn listings, and canceled listings. You guys can come in here, do all the reading you want. I think I'm going to try to get you some better content as far as not having to read to you. But let's go into a search criteria. So I'm going to go into property search. We're going to go into residential, and we're going to go into leads. And you know what? I did a search prior on North Carolina. We'll hit North Carolina again, and I'll show you exactly what I did. So North Carolina, you type in the whole state, because you know what? The cool part of that is other providers don't even let you go into the whole state and research it. PropStream, BAT, all those places, they don't let you go into the whole state. And I know the reason why. They don't want you guys pulling the data. They don't want people pulling fast data, so you stay there longer. It's so silly. There's no smoke and mirrors here. But for this example, we're going to do the whole state to show you that it's super, super easy. Now, right away, you're going to get the asset classes that come in: single family, condos, townhomes, multifamily apartments, other. All right. So apartments and multifamily are very similar. It's going to be apartment units. It's just sometimes how they break it up. So we're covering all our bases here. I typed in free and clear. So there's right now 930 free and clear. But what I also layered on this cake, beautiful cake that's so successful, is we're going to go down to listing information. And you're going to see under listing information, you're going to see expired, withdrawn, canceled. Now I highlighted all 3 of those. And what I also did is I went to the status change date. So that's going to be when this actually went to canceled, expired, or withdrawn. And I went all the way back to January, because think about it right here. Like, think about this. All year we've had pretty much leading up to an overabundance of sellers, not enough buyers. So all these folks that were selling their home that went canceled, expired, withdrawn, there's pain there. Whether they're not happy with their listing agent, the process, the price, who knows? But now, if the market's starting to shift right now as far as interest rates, and we're going to start seeing an uptick in applications, which as of today, I think it's the 18th of September, the interest rates just changed. They just saw a 30% increase this week in mortgage applications because they saw what the Fed was doing. So now the interest rates are going to drop a little bit, which means there's going to be more buyers coming back. I want you guys finding these off markets before a listing agent gets them. Gets the seller to convince them to go back on market for another 6 months of pain and anguish, where you guys can come in and maybe get some juicy free and clear. Maybe you search by mortgage rate, get a 5% or less interest rate on your mortgage, all those things. So we can do more videos for that, what I'm talking about. But I just want to tell you guys need to get out there and perform this search and look at, we have 930 prospects by these ingredients alone right here. Again, free and clear, a bunch of homes, single families, condos, townhomes, multifamily, expired listings, canceled, withdrawn. So they were all at one point selling. They're motivated. They were selling. All right, check it out. All of these from April to September. This townhome in Fayetteville just went off Let's go check out. Let's see, they're free and clear. Absentee owner. Did they move out? Were they military? And is it a seller finance opportunity? That's what I'm getting at. Seller finance on free and clear is amazing. Create your own terms. You don't need a bank. Look at this. Well, they could be an investor. It's a condominium. Look at that. Free and clear. So this is exactly what I would do if I were you. This is just one search. Do you want to go with one more? Let's do one more. So what I would end up doing is doing back to the filters. Let's stay in North Carolina. You know what we can do? We're going to keep the expired, keep the canceled, keep the withdrawn, keep that date of January 1st, 2025. We're going to get rid of the 10 years of ownership. We'll get rid of the free and clear. Let's do one that now says low equity. So we have about 2,000 low equity. And this is going to be a trial of each market, pending on your market and what you actually have access to, meaning some divorce records, some court records, some lien records, some of those records as far as lien data. And I'll show you it right here on the under lien information. You can see assignment of rents, deceased, probate, divorce, general liens, HOAs, judgments, lis pendants, mechanics liens, government liens, utility liens. That is a state by state, county by county. That is the data that we get and the data that everybody gets, all the providers out there, anyone who can get data, it's all the same. So it's up to the certain markets. So just be wary that some markets may not have as much juice as others. That is no one else's fault, but the information that's out there. Now you have 8 right now that are low equity with some form of distress on it. Durham, North Carolina. There's an investor. We got Megan here. Fired listing from Megan. It was 195 days. It was withdrawn. Remodeled home. You can see the flip side by side here where she had bought this in 2022 and then had sold, trying to sell it in 2025. Again, could be a nice time with a good interest rate. Amazing. Look at this. She bought it for $223 at an estimated 5% interest rate. That is right in the honey hole. That is a sweet spot. All right. And total amount, $223, estimated balance, $216. If she sold this house on market right now with a real estate agent, she's underwater. What's the delta on that? That is nothing. 5-7 grand. That's not even closing costs. That's barely going to cover closing costs. So guys, this is amazing. This right here, this one, I want to call her. Don't call the agent, call the homeowner, call Megan. All right. So if you want to pull this list, I'll show you how to do that right now. Very simple, very simple. Back to results. Let's say that the list was either 5, 10, 100, doesn't matter. You can either pick the ones you want from here. So we can, sorry about that. You can pick this one. And let's say I want to pick this one. And I want to pick this one and this one. Those all went into my lead bucket. Or if you want to select all, just select all. Well, the first 25, but here they are right here. Now you can take this list, download it. You could put it over to, I don't know, one of your own platforms. You can skip trace it right here at lead trace. It's 10 cents per hit. If we don't get a record, we don't get a hit on the property, you don't get charged for it. You just get it back as a credit. So we can skip trace through the terms and conditions. As soon as you get this skip trace list, it's going to show up. You're going to get a little notification in the bell notification up on the right-hand corner. And you probably will get an email as well, letting you know that the skip trace was successful. If that doesn't go into your email box, check your spam or your junk folders. Occasionally they'll go in there. So now you have phone numbers, email addresses to those individuals. What you can also do is take those, upload them and put them into Prop.ai. That is another software that you can find other videos on that is amazing and it's changing the game right now. But if this is a small list, 4, 8, 10, 12 expireds, skip trace them, pick up the phone, call them, hand dial them. So those are 2 very powerful filters that we went through. It was super easy. I hope you agree that we just went through the sequence from expired, canceled, withdrawn. They were on the market at one point, so they were motivated. We searched by having a change of expiration since January. So from January to present day in September, those folks are going to be selling at some point again. They're going to try their hand at the market. I want you guys to get in front of them and offer some solutions. We went through free and clear, so you're going to get your seller finance, all right? Senior owners, 10 years of minimum ownership, bump it up, try 12, and reach out to those folks. They may be a divorce, they may be a death, they may be a probate situation, so you can solve problems there, all right? So then furthermore, we went into low equity. We complemented low equity ingredients with whatever you want, but we went into lien data, all right? So mechanics lien or, again, a divorce or a probate, and you had the results from that list that we just completed on. So guys, I hope this was fruitful for you. I feel like this is a super powerful one. I personally just closed 3 deals on this same strategy and I didn't even compliment it at all. It was an expired listing. All right. So it does work. It is real. You just have to take the action. So I appreciate you guys watching. Again, I'm Justin Tuminowski. You guys can go follow me. Please hit that subscribe button because I'm putting a lot of these videos out and people always ask me how to find them, and you should be notified. But the other thing is also on Instagram. We're going to be doing a lot more on Instagram, and you're going to get notifications that way of these live events and these lives and these trainings and these webinars. So follow me at Real Estate Justin. You'll find my name. It's super easy. So until the next one, I'll see you there.